So let's talk about clean eating today. Clean eating is basically a blanket term that's often referred as whole food eating, or essentially where you eliminate all processed food and only eat like what I consider single ingredient food. This usually means packaged food are kind of forbidden, and as in anything processed like breads, food that have added sugar, salt, like to dial back on like clean eating, also promotes cooking more at home. But the thing is, you have to understand about clean eating is it's all subjective. Like if you ask 10 people what clean eating is, you could get like 10 different responses, and that could all be correct. Like it's clean eating is what it is to you or to me. It's can be different. It doesn't have clear or defined rule structure that like you cannot easily decide what does it mean to eat clean. Like you can go ahead and have like a grapefruit for breakfast, maybe organic brown rice for lunch, and then you can have like a vegetable soup for dinner. Like that's pretty clean, right? So, but the thing is wrong because you're gonna have all sorts of deficiencies if you follow this diet for a long time. So, if your goal is to like, let's suppose fat loss, I want to lose fat and gain muscle, or body recomposition, you want to improve your aesthetics. There is no dietary structure in place to suit those goals, right? Think about that. You can eat clean with no guarantee of maybe deficit or a surplus or enough protein, which is essentially and essential for performance, health, and composition, right? So essentially, we need protein, carbs, and fat, or the macronutrients or micronutrients to improve our body. And if your clean eating is not providing you that, then it's actually harmful for you. Um, of course, can we do with more fruits, vegetables, and cook more at home? Reduce the amount of processed foods? Yes. Is this the right strategy? I'm not sure because it doesn't work that way. It's an extremist approach to improve the quality of your diet. Although I'm sure that it's going to be a lot more difficult to consume more calories when you're trying to eat cleaner or eat at home, and you're going to transit from a hypocalorie to a calorie deficit, right? So I still feel there is a huge factor is left out, which is how much sustainable or how much can you adhere to this kind of eating, like which is we're not used to it, and it's not very common, it's not very practical. Like again, it depends and it's subjective, but I would never I've trained a lot of people. I've worked with a lot of people. I've gotten people's blood work improved and all that. But I've never given the advice that you should eat cleaner. Like, what does that even mean? Like cleaner? Okay, you eat more vegetables, more fruit, and all that. But just eating cleaner doesn't. It just not enough. It's like if you tell a person, overweight person, to eat less and move more. It's just not enough. You have to work with that and work more. Uh, you have to work with people's preferences. A lot of people like eating vegetables and fruit. Some people don't. A lot of people like processed food as well, but some people don't. And then they naturally eat better quality. So if the goal is to lose fat, build muscle, or both, flipping someone's diet on its head and become cleaner could do more harm than good. There's a lot of benefits such as improving nutrient intake, better digestion. It's an unsustainable shift, if you ask me. So when you mess up, which you will if you're eating cleaner, because how long can you keep it up? All right, and then what are you going to be left with? Eating more cleaner foods, like how super clean can you quantify your food, right? So what do you do? Like make a tick box at the end of the day, oh, I ate clean. Um, but again, there are so many things that's wrong with that and not practical that that's why I don't advise eating clean. I don't know what that even means for you. I think it goes without saying that we should be striving for good quality, unprocessed foods, but we shouldn't demonize food for convenience because they may be the underpinning factor right now in someone's diet, right? Unfortunately, in my opinion, like obesity is a bigger problem than food quality ever will be or ever it is. That's not saying that it's not a great contributor in a chronic hypercaloric eating. Like a lot of people are eating more because of the processed foods and all that we have around. Right. So, but you have to consider, you have to take a step back and then consider what your goals are, and how can you approach, how can you improve your eating. So don't go for clean eating. You can still have some foods here and there, but in a majority of the time you should go for whole foods, of course, then eat better, of course, and that's how it is. Right? So the science is pretty clear on this. If you have a better lifestyle overall, if you eat better in a majority of time, then you will have a better health, and the consequences of processed food or more calories will be less, right? So never think of foods as clean or dirty. Never think of foods as good or bad. All right. I like to say, and I learned this from a mentor, is always think there are no good foods or bad foods. There are good decisions or bad decisions, and we know how to eat like an adult, and that's pretty much what you can do. Enjoy your food, try to have better quality food, try to include some pleasurable food as well, and that will be more sustainable for you. Another extreme example I'll give you here is that let's suppose you follow really clean eating regime for like 2 weeks, and then after that you're just so tired of it that you leave it completely. So you ate better for like 2 weeks and then went on like an 8 week splurge diet where you are having all sort of processed food and food that are very low in nutrients and high in calories. All right, and then you just, instead of doing that, imagine if you include one good meal every day and do it for like 8 weeks instead. So, which one is better? The long term, in which you're slowly improving your health and then making better decisions and including better quality foods, or just doing it for a week or two and then leaving it completely and then never looking back. So I hope this helps. It's a very stupid kind of a topic, clean eating. I would never advise it. Yes, eat better and enjoy your food as well. All right. I hope this helps. Thank you so much.